Prime Minister Boris Johnson under pressure from Conservative MPs, of course, amid this ridiculous illegal migration crisis that has been allowed to surge and escalate over a number of years now. And I will start off by saying I think a lot of people have counted Boris Johnson out far too quickly before. They've written him off in the past, whether that be prospect of becoming Conservative London Mayor, becoming Tory leader, whether that be becoming Prime Minister, whether that be being able to get a majority at a general election. So I do think that some like to write Boris off far too quickly. But there is no doubt, and I see it here on my channel, from you guys watching, leaving your comments, that there is fury, anger at what is going on, and you want to see a government taking radical action on a whole number of issues. Now, before I get to what I think Boris Johnson, the Conservative government, should be doing, I should point out that there was a vote yesterday, a key vote on social care, that saw Boris Johnson's majority fall from 77 to just 26. So it did pass, but a majority there of just 26. 18 Conservative rebels voting against the government, and 68 Tory MPs were absent, with the government winning 272 to 246 on its amendment to the Health and Social Care Bill. Now, according to Kate Ferguson, there were 30 Tory MPs who abstained on the social care cap, 18 who voted against, which means overall 48 Tory rebels. She describes it as a sizable revolt, and this is clearly now having an impact. Look at this from YouGov, you can see now the majority of the public and most Tory voters now see the Conservative Party as divided. That even among Conservative voters now, a whopping 18-point increase, 55% of Conservative voters now see the Conservative Party as divided. Well, what can Boris do about this? Well, I know one of the things the Conservative voters, that Brexiteers really want to see the government get on and do now, as Nick, a member here on the channel. Do become a member, guys. Hit the join button, support my channel. I'll be doing more members readouts. But he is one of many who has said we must trigger Article 16. So that's one thing the government can get on and do. Lord Frost, of course, and Boris, both having said the conditions have been met to trigger Article 16. Another major concern, as I mentioned, is the illegal migration crisis. Us giving the French money, them totally failing, and the situation escalating even further. I've suggested we start fining the French very heavily for every single boat that comes across they fail to stop. If they don't pay the fines, we start revoking French fishing licences. And of course, you've got the European Convention on Human Rights, which even Theresa May, when she was Home Secretary, said we should be getting the hell out of.
It wasn't the European Union that delayed for years the extradition of Abu Hamza, almost stopped the deportation of Abu Qatada, and tried to tell Parliament that however we voted, we could not deprive the prisoners of the vote. It was the European Convention on Human Rights. The ECHR can bind the hands of Parliament, adds nothing to our prosperity, makes us less secure by preventing the deportation of dangerous foreign nationals, and does nothing to change the attitudes of governments like Russia's when it comes to human rights. So regardless of the EU referendum, my view is this: if we want to reform human rights laws in this country, it isn't the EU we should leave, but the ECHR and the jurisdiction of its court.
And another thing, when it comes to legal migration, surely now post-Brexit, it's time for a Conservative government to announce we're going to be bringing net migration down to the tens of thousands per year, which we can now do outside of the EU, which of course is only matching what David Cameron promised and failed to deliver, couldn't deliver because the UK was still in the EU. Let me know what you think, guys. What would you like to see Boris Johnson's government do? Does he have your support? Would you vote Conservative at the next election as it stands right now? And as ever, guys, make sure you have hit subscribe and the bells. I keep bringing you all the latest right here on my channel. Thanks for watching.